Dear students, in this video, we shall discuss what are rational numbers, what are positive rational numbers, what are negative rationals, and the properties of rational numbers. Now, let us understand what are rational numbers. Now, the numbers of the form a by b, where a and b are integers and b, that is the denominator, is not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. Now, what did you understand? We understood that rational numbers are of the form a upon b, where this a numerator and this b denominator are what? They are integers. Now, what are integers? Now, we know that the collection of numbers with whole numbers, that means your -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. All of these numbers are called integers. So integers are both positive integers as well as negative integers. Okay, so this a and b are both integers, and b, which is your denominator, is not equal to 0. These kind of numbers in this form, a by b, where b is not equal to 0 and a is an integer and b is also an integer, these are called rational numbers. Now, each of the numbers 5 upon 8, -3 upon 14, 7 upon -15 and -6 upon -11 is a rational number. Now students, from these 4 examples, what do we notice? We notice that all these numbers, that is 5, -3, 7, -6, 8, 14, -15 and -11 are all what? They are all integers. Okay, that means this form a by b, -3 by 14 a by b, 7 by -15 a by b and -6 by -11 all are in the form of a upon b, where a and b both are integers. They might be either positive integers like +5 or negative integers like -15, -3, -6 and -11. Okay, so the form a upon b contains 2 integers, either positive or negative, or both positive or both negative. Okay, so this form is called a rational number. Now, what do you understand by positive rationals? A rational number is said to be positive if its numerator. Now, in a by b, which is the numerator? A is the numerator. Which is the denominator? B is the denominator. Now, positive rationals may both a and b are either both positive or both negative. Only then they are called as positive rationals. Like see, the form a by b, which is 5 upon 7. Here 5 is +5 and 7 is also +7. Okay, if the signs are not mentioned, then it is understood that these numbers are positive integers. A upon b, that means 5 upon 7. 5 is an integer. What kind of integer? It is a positive integer. Upon 7, which is the denominator, what is the kind of integer it is? It is a positive integer. That is why 5 upon 7 becomes a positive rational number. Now let us see the next form of a by b, which is -2 upon -3. Now what are we saying? How do we define a positive rationals? If a rational number is said to be positive if its numerator as well as denominator both are either positive or both are either negative. In the first example, 5 upon 7, both are positive. In the second example, -2 upon -3, both numerator and denominator are negative. These kind of rational numbers are called positive rationals, where both the numerator and denominator are of the same sign. Either they are both positive or they are both negative. Then they are called as positive rationals. Next, what do you understand by negative rationals? A rational number is said to be negative if its numerator and denominator are of opposite signs. In positive rationals, they were either both positive or both negative. But in negative rationals, the form a upon b, that means the numerator and the denominator both are of opposite signs. That means in the first number, -4 upon 9, this is the numerator, it is of negative sign. 9 is the denominator, it is of positive sign. Both are opposite signs. That is why this is called as negative rational. Similarly, 5 upon -12. Numerator 5 is positive, denominator 12 is negative. Both are opposite signs, therefore they are called negative rationals. Now we will go through some properties of rational numbers. Now, first property states that if a upon b, which is a rational number, and m is a non-zero integer. What do you mean by non-zero integer? That means this m, which we are going to multiply with a upon b rational number, should not be equal to 0. It can either be your positive integer or your negative integer, but it should not be 0, non-zero. Okay, then your form a upon b can be written as a into m upon b into m. Okay, now example we will see. Minus 3 by 4 is your rational number. Okay, now the first property means something which is to be done and understood. Okay, minus 3 by 4, if we multiply a number m, in this case your number m is 2. Okay, so we are multiplying both the numerator minus 3 and the denominator 4 by a number m which is non-zero. That means it is not 0. It can either be a positive integer, in this case the positive integer is plus 2, or it can be a negative integer. Okay, so minus 3 into minus 2 can be written by upon 4 into 2. This is one form, or it can also be written as minus 3 into 3 by 4 into 3. The same thing is understood by minus 3 into 4 by 4 into 4, or it goes on minus 3 into 5 by 4 into 5, minus 3 into 6 by 4 into 6. Why we are doing this m is because if 2 and 2 I cancel out, 2 ones are 2 and 2 ones are 2, so the same fraction remains minus 3 by 4. 3 and 3 can be cancelled, the same fraction remains minus 3 by 4. Okay, so this is how you will get your answers. So now what happens to this number? This becomes minus 3 by 4 can be written as minus 3 by 4 can be written as minus 3 into 2 becomes minus 6 upon 4 into 2 becomes 8. So this whole thing can be represented by minus 6 by 8. Okay, now minus 3 into 3 by 4 into 3, this thing can be represented by minus 3 into 3 becomes minus 9, 4 into 3 becomes 12. So this minus 3 by 4 can also be written as minus 9 by 12. Now minus 3 by 4 can also be written as minus 3 into 4 by 4 into 4. So minus 3 into 4 becomes minus 12 and 4 into 4 becomes 16. Now this kind of numbers where the original rational number can be written in other forms but which reduce to this form, original form, are called equivalent rational numbers. They are actually equivalent. Okay, now if we do minus 3 into 5 by 4 into 5, what will we get? We will get minus 15 upon 20, which upon cancellation we will get 3 by 4 again, minus 3 by 4. So minus 15 by 20 is also equivalent fraction of minus 3 by 4. What will be the next equivalent fraction? It will be minus 3 into 6 by 4 into 6. Okay, what will be the next one? It will be minus 3 into 7 by 4 into 7 and so on. Okay, all these forms are the equivalent rational numbers of the original rational number minus 3 by 4. So this is your property number 1 of rational number. Next, what the second property state? It states that if a by b is a rational number and m is a common divisor of a and b. Common divisor of a and b means it divides the number a and does not leave any remainder. That means remainder is 0, and that same divisor also divides b and does not leave any remainder. Common divisor. Then a. Therefore, we can write minus 32 by 40 as an example in the form a by b as minus 32 divided by 8 and 40 divided by 8, which are both the common divisors of 32 and 40 in the form of minus 32 divided by 8 is minus 4 and 40 divided by 8 is 5. So this is how you will approach your rational numbers. So in this video we learned what are rational numbers, what are positive rationals, what are negative rationals, what are equivalent rational numbers, and how to obtain the standard form of a rational number. If you like my channel, please like, share and subscribe. Keep notification button on for more videos, and kindly subscribe and go to the playlist and see the other videos which have been uploaded, and please stay tuned for more such videos. Thank you students, and all the best.